Okay, live on YouTube. It's been a while. I don't know if this thing is still working. I hope it's still working. I gotta learn how to look at the camera. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can open up some of the chat. We'll see if anybody still watches these videos. So anyway, I'll give you guys a quick update. I'm a little bit sleepy, but I got some nice comments from some viewers saying that they missed me. They're wondering what's up, and so I decided I'll do a quick run through. I think the last time I did a video was before I moved, which was a couple years back. But anyway, this is Yobi1. I am in my apartment in Edmonton, which is the city, my hometown. I am currently living here. I've been living back in Edmonton for, I want to say that almost, God, has it been 3 years? Yeah, I think I moved back, no, just a little bit over 2 years. I moved back to Edmonton on October of 2016, and it's been a good time. I've been working here at the same company for the last few years, and that's been going well. I've also not really done any traveling since I've been back. I went to Japan once, and that was to visit my girlfriend's family. And I guess I don't know if I saw anybody. No. But yeah, anyway, I think since the last time I made a YouTube video, I had actually moved out to Vancouver in Canada, and I was living out there for a year, and I was actually working for a Japanese izakaya group. Was doing their service management, and I was working as a marketing coordinator, marketing consultant with them as well. That was going well. What ended up happening was I ended up meeting my girlfriend. She wasn't one of the staff that was working at the izakaya, but she did frequent the izakaya a lot. She did come down there a lot, and yeah, we just kind of hit it off. Oh, I think I have a viewer, maybe. Let's see. If you're watching this live, give me a what's up or hi or something. This is the first time I've done a YouTube live, so I'm just gonna see how this thing works. All right, good to go. So it's been a while. Thank you for watching Humming Brook. Let me know if you're a subscriber, if you used to watch my You'll Be in Japan series. And if you have any questions, now is probably a good time to ask them as well. I'm free to answer any questions. So anyway, I was living in Vancouver and I met my girlfriend. Did you want to come on camera and say hi? We're just live? Yeah, come by quick and say hi. It's okay. I'm literally anyway. So I met my girlfriend in Vancouver and we started dating. And one thing led to another. She was there on a working holiday, doing a 1 year working experience. So she had actually been in Canada for several months before we actually started dating. And then once her working permit was about to expire, and we are kind of deciding, okay, where is this going? We ended up deciding to maybe keep our relationship going. And so she ended up moving back to Japan in the same month, in October of 2016. And I was recruited to come work out back in my hometown. And so one thing led to another. She went back home and she was working back home. She's a nurse in Japan. And so what had happened is we went through the process for her to apply for a study permit. She moved out to Canada and was taking ESL courses and studying here as a student while I was working here. So we've been living together. I want to say it's been about 3 years. We've been dating for about 3 years. So yeah. As I mentioned, I've only been back to Japan once since I returned in 2015, and that was to visit her family. Her family lives in Osaka and Chiba. Yeah. And so that's where I think we spent the most of our time in Osaka or Chiba. Half and half. So we spent half our time in Osaka, half our time in Chiba. So I actually didn't get a chance to hang out with any of my old friends, but it was a good experience. It was a good time. It was nice to meet them. It was kind of like a job interview, I'll say, getting asked questions by her family. Oh, so we have five people watching now. So what I want to do with this just short live series is just answer any questions that people have on what's been going on, and then just let me know what type of videos you want to see. We're kind of talking about maybe doing some videos again, and so if you guys have any videos, hey, Kyo maybe. Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, brother, it's good to see you. Where have you been? The Golden Flamer. I've been in Edmonton, in my hometown. I've been back home, back in my nice, cozy hometown roots of freezing ass Edmonton. Just been working. Nothing really special. I do enjoy my job. I do enjoy the career that I've been doing. I do have plans to visit. I want to say in the next year, I'll go back and visit Japan. So this year, oh yeah, I guess it's already January. It's 2019. Thank you. Yuko, ちょっと準備して come and do let's come say hi at least. Come say hi at least to the video, okay? Come introduce yourself. Come on. Do you guys want When's the last time that you've been to Japan, and do you still speak Japanese? The last time I went to Japan was in December of 2016. I took a couple weeks off of work, and I had the chance to visit Osaka and Chiba, like I mentioned. Do I still speak Japanese? I still feel like I do. I still understand it, and I can still speak and understand. I haven't. Me and my girlfriend, I want to say I speak to her mostly in English, and she usually speaks to me in English, but when we fight or when things get serious or when she might have difficulty understanding something, I'll speak to her in Japanese. As for reading and writing, I haven't done any reading and writing since I left, since I stopped working with the curling team in Japan. So I would say I need to brush up on my reading and writing, but I feel like I can still speak and listen as best as I can right now. Again, like I say, language for me feels like a muscle, and the muscle gets kind of weak the less and less you use it. So I feel like if I need to bring it back up, I have to start exercising my language muscle again, and it's kind of good being in a relationship with somebody who speaks Japanese, but I want to say we're focusing our energy on mainly learning English right now. でしょ? Well, if you want them to. Do you guys have any questions for my girlfriend? Yuko, come on. Her name is Yuko, by the way. Just come answer one quick question. Nobody cares about that. Come on. Just answer a quick question.
I can answer here.
Don't worry. We won't save this video as well. We'll just keep it live. Is he nice? Am I nice? Are you asking Yuko if I'm nice, or are you asking her? Are you asking me if she's nice? I want to say she's nice. She's tough. She's a strong girl, that's for sure. We just got over a little bit of a fight, and she listed the 5 things that she hates about me. So that was a really informative. But she's nice. She takes care of me a lot, and I hope that I take care of her as well. So it's 50-50. What? The very end. What do you mean what? Okay, guys. Just 1 minute, Yuko. Just say hi. There's only like 6 people. Any other questions? 5 things she hates about you. 5 things she hates about you. Just to summarize, I don't listen, right? Um, my tone when I speak about certain things, the way I speak about certain things. What else? I have the list. Oh, I don't have the list on me right now.
Too much anime?
Too much.
Animation?
Too much animation. I don't watch any animation right now.
Just kidding.
Too much video games, probably. Yeah.
I like playing game too.
Are you gonna play some video games now? You should. What are you gonna play? Some Zelda or something? Yeah. We got a Switch this year and it consumed our lives. I don't know, I can't even guess how many hours we put into Zelda. Both of us. She plays Zelda. I got Octopath Traveler. I put over 50 hours into that game so far. And then we just got Smash Brothers. Maybe we should fight Smash after. Smash Brothers is a good way to resolve any kind of domestic disputes in a non-violent way. I'll say that for sure. But yeah, so yeah, I think we're both pretty nice. Tech Uncaged. Yeah, it's been a while. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been doing well. I've been doing good. I want to say it's kind of sad. Like it's kind of sad. I miss the YouTube community, the YouTube in Japan community. Tokyo Kuni, Tokyo Swan, rest in peace. Tokyo Sam, Tikyo Sam. I really haven't kept up on watching anybody's videos and if anybody's really been active. Give me a break, man. But it's gotten to the point where I think YouTube keeps evolving and keeps growing. And for me, it's not that I'm not into Japan as much as I used to be. It's just that I think I've experienced a lot and I've had my time in Japan and I pretty much have done everything that I've ever wanted to really do in Japan. I initially went out. We were just talking with some of the people that I did my initial study abroad with. It was 10 years ago that we did the study abroad where we went to NGU and I got to study abroad. That was my dream growing up, coming from like a poor, tough childhood. That was more than I could have imagined. I remember, being in high school, looking at catalogs for studying in Japan and just wanting to study in Japan ever since I got into that stuff. And just knowing it was too expensive and likely impossible. And then finally being able to, pursue that in university to go do an exchange. To be the first student from my school to actually go and do an exchange in Japan was really awesome. It's still nice to chat with the people that I met on the exchange too. But it's really trippy to think it's been 10 years since that. So, that was my initial dream. Came back to Canada, finishing up university, and then my next dream was to go back and work in Japan. And so getting the opportunity to interview with Jet, interview with a few different English ESL teaching positions, actually getting the opportunity to move out there as an English teacher was awesome. Working for the company that I worked for, super nice people, super awesome company. That was its own experience. I want to say the time that I spent in Gifu was really, I want to say that's the most alone that I've been, but also the most growing that I've done on my own as well. I feel like that's really when a lot of my interests shifted. From going to a tequila bar and drinking whiskey and talking to the master, the owner of the bar, just shifting my focus a lot. That's probably the time that I did the most studying, self-studying to improve my Japanese. I just remember going to Starbucks. There wasn't a lot in Gifu. Gifu was pretty small, but just going out there and studying a lot and improving my Japanese as best as I could because my next dream was to work for a Japanese company. And then I remember getting a message on Twitter. I never use Twitter anymore, but it's kind of funny to think. A friend sent me a link for the externship opportunity that was being offered by the Alberta government. And so then getting to do that was surreal. Getting selected, I still remember the day I got chosen for that. I got the phone call while I was in the English class and I went into the washroom. of the junior high that I was working at, and they said, you're the one that we chose. And just feeling like, wow, this rush of like, I can't believe I did it. And then, you know, not even knowing what I was getting into, and then going out to Sapporo and having probably one of the best year and a half, most memorable year and a half of my life that I can even describe. It was such a fantastic opportunity, um, and so just years and years can fly by like that. Since I came back to Canada, spent a little bit of time back home at Edmonton, got the opportunity to go out to Vancouver, had another wonderful year. Very, very busy. I worked a lot. Not a lot of time off, not a lot of days off, a lot of sleeping whenever I could. It was a lot of fun to work at that izakaya and get to use my Japanese in Canada, which was awesome. And meet a ton of people, just a ton of people. And then come back to Edmonton. I want to say ever since I come back to Edmonton, we've been keeping it pretty low key. Just me and my girlfriend, just chilling. Konnichiwa, can you dab for me, please? Bradley Walker. I don't know. I don't even really know what the dab is. When I tell you I've been keeping it low key, I don't even know. I haven't been really listening to music. I listen to, the same old artists that I like from before, Neo, Usher, and stuff like that. But to be honest, I just listen to podcasts a lot. I'm listening every time that I'm doing my commute to work. I'm just listening to a podcast. So I really haven't listened to music. If somebody can describe what a dab is, maybe if I can remember and try to. I think, is it the one where they go like that? Then I did it just now, I guess. But yeah, so it's just me now. My girlfriend's in our bedroom. So if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna do another 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how many questions we get, and then we're gonna wrap up this YouTube live. So I don't know what else like I want to do with this YouTube channel. A lot of people have been talking to me about YouTube in the past few weeks, and wanting to start their own YouTube channel or doing their own cooking channel. And to be honest, I just sometimes they look to me and they're like, "Didn't you have a YouTube channel?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And for me, it used to be a passion. That used to be something that I loved doing every day. Was just doing my YouTube videos, and I just took a quick look at them, and it just brought back a lot of memories. Felt really, really good to just look back and look at all the crazy weird things that I've done. Probably some things I should delete, I would say, but I'm gonna keep them up there because you know if a place isn't gonna hire me because of one of my YouTube videos that I have up there, fuck it. These are all my memories, and all we have in our life is our memories, right? What we're doing now, our future goal, and our memories. And I love social media for being able to keep a record of those things and being able to remind ourselves. It's Throwback Thursday. I love scrolling on my Instagram and looking, what was I doing 4 years ago, 5 years ago today? I was scrolling back on New Year's Eve, and I found a picture of me enjoying a glass of champagne on New Year's Eve 4 years ago in Sapporo. And I remember that night vividly. As soon as I saw that picture, it just came back, boom. And I just remember that night. I remember the person I was with, and it's just crazy to look how far we've come since that time. And that's all we have is our memories, and it gives you the energy and the motivation to make new ones too. So I'm gonna do one last question. If anybody has a question, this is your last chance before I am going to wrap it up. So let me know if you have a question. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I think I have it set on private. I don't know if I do, but you can just search up Eyobe, EYOBE, and you'll find me on Instagram. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. You can ask me questions on Instagram too. I have a question. Any regrets? Ooh. Tech Uncaged. You got a deep question there. Deep question. And then stance on weed legalization. My stance on weed legalization is it's great. I don't really smoke weed, but I know a lot of people in my life who smoke weed a lot. From what I've read and what I hear, it's going to be great for the economy. I think legalizing it will hopefully reduce a lot of issues that we've seen. But, you know, I think it's great. I don't know as much as I should, but what do you think you'll do with this channel? What do I think I'll do with this channel? What should I do with this channel? Do you want to come say hi? Just come here and say hi really quick, while your hair is nice and done up. Just come. They can see that from here. Yeah. What do I want to do with this channel? Should I keep vlogging? I don't know. My life's pretty boring. If I start doing things that are interesting again, I might. We were chatting with my girlfriend. She wants to do a YouTube channel, so we might do a kind of joint YouTube channel and start answering some relationship, Japan, interracial dating questions. Maybe. Would you guys be interested in that stuff? I might revamp and rename the channel or whatnot. But you know, my previous goals, it was nice to make some revenue from YouTube as well. I'm not really interested in revenue from YouTube now. Now it's just more of a personal diary and a good opportunity to chat with people. It's really surreal to get messages from people that say, you know, thank you for your videos, or people are telling me that they're in Japan now, and you know, part of what motivated them was watching my videos, which is great. Yeah, same thing. Tech on Cage. I love to hear people's experiences. What I would say my one regret. Do I have any regrets? My one regret was I left Sapporo. So I left Sapporo when I probably should have stayed a little bit longer. Um, that's probably my biggest regret, if I can think, in the last 5 years. Is I was originally there on a 1 year externship, a 1 year internship from the Alberta government to the Japanese government. I had a really sweet gig working with the Japanese Curling Association. I was working with the coach. The girls that actually went to the Olympics and won bronze are my friends, so that was really, really cool to see them win. Um, good point, the Golden Flamery. I think you should do what interests you. So yeah, probably gonna just do what interests me. So you guys will see maybe how I've shifted my focus. I'm not as crazy as I used to be, but I hope that you guys can enjoy some of the things. But back to my regret. I was actually there for a 1 year externship, and the Japanese government actually asked the Alberta government if I could stay an additional year. So they asked me to stay an extra year, which was uncommon for that program. They select a new extern each year, but in my case, they asked if I could stay an extra year. Donald J. Trump. I wasn't told. What weren't you told, Donald J. Trump? So they got it approved and they extended it for me, and then I only ended up staying about close to maybe a third or half that time, and I could have probably stayed a few more months. And looking back, the reason that I left was, you know, a little bit misguided, maybe a little bit naive, and I kind of regret leaving early. And I'm kind of curious as to, you know, what would have happened if I had stayed in Japan. That type of international experience, working for the government, the connections that I had made, the working opportunities that I had were so amazing. And, you know, I'm just curious as to, you know, maybe I would still be living in Japan and working in Japan if I had stayed longer. I kind of just, you know, let them know, okay, I'm gonna go. I want to leave in a few months. Or sorry, I think I gave them a month's notice. Used up all my vacation days and then came back. So that's probably my biggest regret, I would say. But, you know, coming back was also great. I got to see my family a lot more. It's nice to be close to my family, especially because I've been all over. If you would have stayed in Japan, you would not be saying that right now. If I had stayed in Japan, I don't know what would have happened. I think I was getting out. To be honest, I was getting not tired of life in Japan, but I'd pretty much seen and done it all. And the only other thing that really interested me was, you know, working in terms of international relations. between Japan and Canada. It's still a passion of mine. I would like to be on the Canada side of things as opposed to the Japanese side of things. So I was actually in the government office of Japan, working in the government office about 50% of my time, and 50% of the time was on ice with the athletes and the coach from Canada. And that was the best part, was being with the coach from Canada. What makes you always smile, Donald J. Trump? Let me know. I would rather big walls. I don't know what that means. But I'm gonna show them you if you keep making fun of me.
I like that.
Oh, Travel Channel. That's amazing. I would love to do a travel channel. I'd love to do a documentary. That would be a cool thing. I definitely think that would be a passion of mine to do that on the side. Just shoot a little bit of a documentary on a certain topic of my choosing. So that would definitely be something that I'd be interested in, probably put up on this channel. But yeah, as I mentioned, like I'd rather work in terms of international relations on the Canada side of things as opposed to the Japanese side of things. I just think I'd like, not that I don't like a Japanese working environment or office environment. I'm happy to be Canadian, and I like the benefits that come with being Canadian and working in a Canadian office. So, why are you laughing at me? I'm gonna show. Okay, just come here real quick. I'm gonna flip the camera around. She's gonna run away. Okay, we're over the time that I wanted to do for this video, so thank you guys for checking in. This is Yobi1 checking in. It's been a while since I said that. But yeah, I'll probably do another video soon. My girlfriend wants to start making YouTube videos like I mentioned, so probably the next video will be a video of both of us. If you guys have any questions for the two of us that you would like to ask, just leave them in the comments below, or you can leave them on my Instagram page. We just uploaded a photo of the two of us on Instagram, so if you leave comments on that, we'll definitely get back to you. Tech Uncaged, I greatly appreciate your time. I greatly appreciate you guys watching, and you know what? It's I don't know. It's like having friends that you've never seen or spoken to around the world. So, and oh yeah, leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what country or city you're from. That'd be cool to know as well. All right, thanks guys. Done it.